boxes, and DKR home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have first crack at this one. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time on target. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. There's the pressure. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Roadrunners offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. He's got it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. They need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
On 30 short, the Ryan looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Avant. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. What? And enough, and runs through another one. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Right back to the well. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Works the middle of the field. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
How about that defense rise? Stopping him short on fourth down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game tonight.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Close to the marker, it's Proctor. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fired in from the red red zone for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. He only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. These 2 running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making...
There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. From the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Avac. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Picks up the first down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Longhorns, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start breaks into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A little release to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And
nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Avant. They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Vega. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And down he goes back at the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's get it back to our fellows at DKR.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they had to get much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He's got it along the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The play action fake. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Roadrunners are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Avant. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Off-play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets open down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great time between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pocket breaking down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. It's Savage. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Roadrunners will hunt it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Right on the money. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, he can go! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this deep.
Pulls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll try the run. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be knocked down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Quarterback on the keeper. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And here comes the punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, give on the inside. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's got the tight end. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the idea